Today is brought to you by the letter E. Eternal Ring. So this was when I had a phase of going into various game shops in my local town, or by local, it's a long drive. Regardless, lots of game shops there. And I would stop around, and I had the goal of looking for the cheapest game possible that was not a sports game or movie franchise. And I saw this. And this may not seem like much because it's published by H-Tech. But that's not what's important here. This is a From Software title, so it was developed by the Dark Souls people and published by H-Tech. In America. In Japan, From Software published their own game. And in America, we had H-Tech. And in the EU, you had Ubisoft and Crave. You know, same people that did Brunswick Pro Bowling, for whatever that's worth. But first and foremost, I like the artwork on this. Like, it's not the most fancy thing, but I mean, it's Eternal Ring. Like, it's a nice little dragon. It's got a ring. They talk about dragons on the back of it. They talk about how there's all this, first-person combat, which requires precise combat skill. And by that, I can tell you by experience, is not. It is absolutely not. Neither is this gross tag. Blockbuster, this is why you went out of business. So yeah, these cases, they look like the original cases. They fit even as well, but they're not the actual PlayStation 2 case. And you can usually tell because they've got these little open slots here, and they're actually Blockbuster cases, which is a big bummer because this double disc preset does two things. It makes me wonder, am I missing a disc? And it also makes me wonder, why don't they fit? Like, this thing will slide around if, I'm not careful. Like, I have to be gentle tossing these. Like, it'll actually fly out. This felt like a blight, especially, in the years after when people are wanting to collect stuff like this to, preserve it. But yeah, I mean, all in all, it's not the worst thing, and it is interesting to see part of From Software's earlier games, because this certainly does not feel like a Dark Souls game, and absolutely not like Elden Ring. It feels sort of like you're playing a Morrowind or something. It's, I don't want to say bizarre, because it's really not even that bizarre. It's just not what I would expect to see a From Software game be. But yeah, I mean, the boxes just feels kind of forward. It gives you some information, and basically you're using magic out of rings to fight dragons, and that's about it. That's the shtick. But yeah, that is E for eternally never holding the disc.